Question 1. Which of the following is the primary duty of an insurance adjuster when investigating a claim? A. To act in the best interest of the insurance company. B. To ensure the claimant receives the maximum settlement amount. C. To evaluate claims impartially with fairness to both the insured and insurer. D. To immediately approve claims to minimize processing time. Answer: C. To evaluate claims impartially with fairness to both the insured and insurer. Explanation: the adjuster's primary duty is to evaluate claims impartially and with fairness to both the insurer and the insured. This involves ensuring all aspects of the claim are reviewed carefully and that both parties are treated justly. It is essential to follow the principles of fairness, timeliness, and objectivity, ensuring that no bias is introduced when determining the validity of a claim. The other options reflect either partiality towards the insurer, A, an overcommitment to the claimant, B, or haste over thoroughness, D, which are not the duties of an adjuster under North Carolina law. Question 2. Mr. Anderson, a claims adjuster, has been asked to investigate a commercial property claim where a fire caused significant damage to the building's structure. Upon reviewing the claim, Mr. Anderson finds that the building was not adequately insured for fire damage as per the policy's exclusions. What should Mr. Anderson do next? A. Approve the claim anyway and provide a payout based on the depreciated value of the property. B. Deny the claim outright as fire damage is excluded under the policy. C. Investigate further to see if any endorsements or exceptions to the exclusion apply. D. Recommend the claimant file a lawsuit against the insurer. Answer: C. Investigate further to see if any endorsements or exceptions to the exclusion apply. Explanation: in this scenario, the claims adjuster is not permitted to simply deny or approve the claim without ensuring a thorough review of all aspects. North Carolina law and ethical standards require that an adjuster investigate potential endorsements, exceptions, or riders to the policy that might cover fire damage despite the general exclusion. It's crucial to carefully examine all policy terms, especially for commercial properties where exclusions such as fire damage may be modified by endorsements or other clauses. Rushing to deny or approve the claim without such an investigation would be a violation of the duty of impartiality and thoroughness. Question 3. Which of the following best describes the role of an insurance adjuster in a workers' compensation claim? A. The adjuster evaluates medical bills and determines the amount of compensation excluding the injured worker's future needs. B. The adjuster determines the fault of the employer in causing the injury and assigns liability. C. The adjuster ensures timely payments to the claimant for medical treatment and wage loss, but does not handle disputes. D. The adjuster reviews the claim and makes a settlement offer based on the employer's insurance policy only. Answer: C. The adjuster ensures timely payments to the claimant for medical treatment and wage loss, but does not handle disputes. Explanation: in workers' compensation claims, the adjuster's primary responsibility is to manage the claim by ensuring timely payments for medical treatment and wage loss to the claimant. The adjuster does not have the authority to assign fault or liability, as workers' compensation is a no-fault system designed to provide benefits regardless of fault. The adjuster also does not handle disputes, but ensures that the insurance policy is properly applied to cover the medical costs and lost wages. Other options are incorrect, as they either assign the wrong responsibility to the adjuster or misinterpret the adjuster's role in workers' compensation claims. Question 4. Which of the following is a common exclusion in most property insurance policies in North Carolina? A. Fire damage. B. Theft. C. Flood damage. D. Vandalism. Answer: C. Flood damage. Explanation: flood damage is a common exclusion in many standard property insurance policies in North Carolina, as it typically requires a separate flood insurance policy. North Carolina's insurance laws require insurers to provide specific coverage for certain perils, but flood damage is often excluded unless the insured has purchased a separate flood endorsement or policy. Fire damage, A, theft, B, and vandalism, D, are generally covered under standard property insurance, though they may be subject to specific conditions or limits. Question 5. An adjuster finds that the claimant's policy covers replacement cost, but the insured is requesting actual cash value, ACV, for their damaged property. Which of the following actions should the adjuster take? A. Immediately pay the ACV, since that's what the claimant requested. B. Explain to the claimant that the policy covers replacement cost and adjust the claim accordingly. C. Deny the claim until the claimant acknowledges the replacement cost is the correct coverage. D. Pay the claimant the ACV amount and notify the insurer later. Answer: B. Explain to the claimant that the policy covers replacement cost and adjust the claim accordingly. Explanation: The adjuster should follow the terms of the insurance policy and ensure that the claimant receives the appropriate coverage according to the policy, which in this case is replacement cost. The adjuster must clarify to the claimant that the policy provides for replacement cost, not actual cash value (SEV), and proceed to adjust the claim to reflect that. It's important for the adjuster to communicate clearly and make sure the claim is settled according to the contract's provisions, ensuring transparency and fairness. Question 6. Mr. Lee, a claims adjuster, is reviewing a worker's compensation claim. The injured worker claims that the injury occurred due to a fall in the workplace. However, the adjuster discovers a history of similar injuries and some medical reports indicate that the worker had pre-existing conditions. What should Mr. Lee do next? A. Deny the claim immediately because of the pre-existing condition. B. Approve the claim for a partial amount as the worker has a history of injuries. C. Conduct a further investigation to determine the extent to which the pre-existing condition contributed to the current injury. D. Ask the employer to pay for the claim since the injury occurred in the workplace. Answer. C. Conduct a further investigation to determine the extent to which the pre-existing condition contributed to the current injury. Explanation. In workers' compensation claims, an adjuster cannot deny a claim solely based on a pre-existing condition. North Carolina workers' compensation law is designed to provide benefits for work-related injuries regardless of pre-existing conditions. However, the adjuster should investigate the circumstances to determine whether the pre-existing condition played a role in the injury. If the pre-existing condition contributed, the adjuster may need to allocate a portion of the injury's impact. A thorough investigation ensures fairness and accuracy in claims handling. Question 7. When estimating damages for a commercial property claim involving business interruption, which of the following factors should be included in the calculation? A. Only direct repair costs for the physical structure of the property. B. Lost income during the period the business is unable to operate. C. The owner's personal savings used to cover business expenses. D. The value of inventory that was destroyed due to the event. Answer. B. Lost income during the period the business is unable to operate. Explanation. In a business interruption claim, the primary focus is on the financial loss caused by the interruption of the business operations. Lost income during the period the business cannot operate is a critical component of the claim as it reflects the financial impact of the interruption. The direct repair costs, say an inventory loss, D, are typically covered under property damage claims, not business interruption claims. The owner's personal savings, C, are irrelevant to the claims calculation under commercial property insurance principles. Question 8. Which of the following is the correct procedure when an adjuster suspects that a claim may involve fraud? A. Proceed with the claim settlement and report the suspicions after finalizing the claim. B. Deny the claim immediately without further investigation. C. Gather additional evidence and report the suspicion to the appropriate authorities for investigation. D. Dispute the claim with the claimant directly before proceeding with any investigation. Answer. C. Gather additional evidence and report the suspicion to the appropriate authorities for investigation. Explanation. If an adjuster suspects fraud, they are required to investigate the claim thoroughly and gather any additional evidence that may confirm or disprove the suspicion. Once sufficient evidence is obtained, the adjuster should report the matter to the appropriate authorities, such as the North Carolina Department of Insurance, to investigate further. Denying the claim immediately, B, or confronting the claimant directly, D, without due process could violate ethical standards and jeopardize the adjuster's credibility. Proceeding with the claim without reporting suspected fraud, A, is a breach of responsibility. Question 9. In North Carolina, which of the following best describes the relationship between an adjuster and the insurance company? A. The adjuster is an independent contractor with no affiliation to the insurer. B. The adjuster represents the interests of the insured and must act on their behalf. C. The adjuster is an employee of the insurer and must act impartially for both parties. D. The adjuster works exclusively for the insured and advocates for the maximum payout. Answer. C. The adjuster is an employee of the insurer and must act impartially for both parties. Explanation. In North Carolina, an adjuster is typically an employee of the insurer or may work as an independent contractor under the insurer's guidelines. Regardless of employment status, the adjuster must act impartially and evaluate claims fairly for both the insurer and the insured. The adjuster's duty is to assess the claim objectively and apply the terms of the policy fairly. The other options must represent the adjuster's role, either as being partial to one side or having an incorrect relationship with the parties involved. Question 10. Which of the following best describes the adjuster's responsibility when communicating a claim denial to a policyholder? A. The adjuster should inform the policyholder of the denial without explaining the reason. B. The adjuster must provide a clear explanation of the reasons for the denial, referencing policy provisions. C. The adjuster should deny the claim verbally and send a formal denial letter only upon request. D. The adjuster should deny the claim in writing but should avoid referencing specific policy language. Correct answer. B. The adjuster must provide a clear explanation of the reasons for the denial, referencing policy provisions. Explanation. When denying a claim, it is essential for the adjuster to provide a clear and transparent explanation of the reasons for the denial, supported by relevant provisions in the policy. This ensures that the policyholder understands why the claim was denied and allows them to assess if further actions, such as an appeal or legal action, are necessary. North Carolina insurance law and best practices require that the adjuster provide the denial in writing, outlining the reasons and referencing specific policy language that justifies the decision. Question 11. Which of the following is a requirement for a property insurance policy to cover wind damage in North Carolina? A. The windstorm must occur during daylight hours. B. The policy must include a windstorm endorsement. C. The windstorm must be classified as a hurricane. D. The property must be in a designated wind zone. Answer. B. The policy must include a windstorm endorsement. Explanation. In North Carolina, property insurance policies do not automatically cover wind damage. If a property owner wants to be covered for wind-related damages, such as those caused by hurricanes or strong storms, the policy must specifically include a windstorm endorsement. This endorsement provides coverage for wind-related events. The other options, such as specific timing or classification of the storm, are not standard requirements for coverage under the policy. Question 12. In North Carolina, which type of insurance policy is typically required for drivers to operate a vehicle legally? A. Comprehensive auto insurance. B. Liability auto insurance. C. Uninsured motorist insurance. D. Collision auto insurance. Answer. B. Liability auto insurance. Explanation. North Carolina law requires all drivers to have liability auto insurance, which covers damages to other people and their property in the event of an accident caused by the insured. Comprehensive B. Collision. D. And uninsured motorist insurance. C. Are optional coverages that drivers can choose to add to their policies, but they are not required by law in the state. Question 13. A North Carolina homeowner's policy includes a $1,000 deductible for storm damage. If a storm causes $4,500 in damage to the property, how much will the insurer pay for the claim? A. $3,500. B. $5,500. C. $4,500. D. $1,000. Answer A. $3,500. Explanation. The homeowner's policy includes a $1,000 deductible, meaning the insured must pay the first $1,000 of the damage out of pocket. If the storm causes $4,500 in damage, the insurer will pay the remaining $3,500. The deductible is subtracted from the total damage amount before the insurance payout is made. Question 14. Which of the following is the primary purpose of flood insurance in North Carolina? A. To cover damage caused by water from a plumbing leak. B. To cover damage caused by natural flooding from external sources. C. To cover all types of water damage, including both indoor and outdoor sources. D. To cover property loss caused by a power surge during a storm. Answer. B. To cover damage caused by natural flooding from external sources. Explanation. Flood insurance is designed to provide coverage for property damage caused by natural flooding from external sources, such as rivers, lakes, or heavy rainfall. It is separate from typical homeowners insurance, which may cover water damage from plumbing issues or internal leaks, but not flood damage. Flood insurance must be purchased separately through the National Flood Insurance Program (NFIP) or private insurers. Question 15. A North Carolina insurance policyholder wants to make a claim for damage to their property due to vandalism. The adjuster is called to assess the damage, and it appears that the vandalism occurred during a break-in. Which of the following is likely true? A. The insurer will automatically deny the claim for vandalism. B. The adjuster must determine if the break-in was covered under the policy. C. Vandalism claims are never covered by property insurance policies. D. The claim can only be processed if there is proof of criminal intent. Answer. B. The adjuster must determine if the break-in was covered under the policy. Explanation: while vandalism is typically covered under most property insurance policies, the adjuster must verify if the specific break-in and resulting damage are covered by the policy's terms. Coverage for theft, vandalism, or burglary depends on the specific wording of the policy and the circumstances of the incident. The adjuster will review the terms and conditions of the policy to ensure the claim is processed accordingly. Question 16 in North Carolina: which of the following is considered a common exclusion in most homeowners insurance policies? A. Fire damage caused by lightning. B. Damage from earthquakes. C. Water damage from burst pipes. D. Theft of personal property. Answer: B. Damage from earthquakes. Explanation: most standard homeowners insurance policies in North Carolina exclude coverage for damage caused by earthquakes. Earthquake insurance must usually be purchased separately through an endorsement or a separate policy. Fire damage, A. Water damage from burst pipes, C. And theft of personal property, D. Are typically covered under a standard homeowners policy, though certain conditions or limits may apply. Question 17. Which of the following actions must a North Carolina insurance agent take when recommending coverage for a policyholder? A. Recommend the lowest cost option without considering the policyholder's needs. B. Advise the policyholder to purchase the minimum coverage required by law. C. Ensure that the coverage meets the policyholder's specific needs and provide a clear explanation of the options available. D. Only recommend coverage that benefits the insurance company financially. Answer: C. Ensure that the coverage meets the policyholder's specific needs and provide a clear explanation of the options available. Explanation: North Carolina insurance agents are obligated to act in the best interest of the policyholder and provide clear, comprehensive information about the coverage options available. They should ensure that the policyholder is aware of the appropriate coverage to meet their specific needs, not just the minimum required by law or the least expensive option. This ensures that the policyholder is properly covered and protected under the policy. Question 18. When a North Carolina insurance policyholder is involved in a claim, which of the following is the adjuster's primary responsibility? A. To advocate for the policyholder's interests above all else. B. To settle the claim quickly without investigating the facts. C. To evaluate the claim based on the policy's terms and conditions and act impartially. D. To deny the claim if the insurer will likely incur high costs. Answer: C. To evaluate the claim based on the policy's terms and conditions and act impartially. Explanation: the adjuster's responsibility is to assess the claim impartially and according to the terms and conditions of the insurance policy. The goal is to determine the validity of the claim, calculate the payout if applicable, and ensure fair treatment of both the insurer and the policyholder. The adjuster is not to favor one side or act with bias, but to ensure that the claim is settled in accordance with the policy and applicable law. Question 19. A North Carolina commercial property owner has a business interruption policy. If a covered event causes the business to shut down for 2 weeks, what is most likely covered under the business interruption policy? A. The cost of replacing damaged inventory. B. The loss of income during the shutdown period. C. The cost of repairing the building structure. D. The legal fees for handling claims related to the business interruption. Answer: B. The loss of income during the shutdown period. Explanation: business interruption insurance is designed to cover the loss of income that a business suffers when it is temporarily unable to operate due to a covered event, such as fire or storm damage. The policy compensates the business owner for the loss of revenue during the period when the business is not able to function. It does not cover the costs of replacing inventory A or repairing the structure C, as these would be handled by other types of insurance. Question 20. In North Carolina, if an insured party does not notify the insurer of a claim within the specified time frame outlined in the policy, what could be the consequence? A. The claim will always be denied, regardless of circumstances. B. The insurer may reduce or deny the claim based on the late notice. C. The insurer must pay the claim even with late notice. D. The insured party can automatically file a lawsuit against the insurer for any damages incurred. Answer: B. The insurer may reduce or deny the claim based on the late notice. Explanation: insurance policies typically require the insured party to notify the insurer of a claim within a specified time frame. If the insured fails to meet this requirement, the insurer has the right to reduce or deny the claim depending on the severity of the delay and the impact on the investigation. While it is not an automatic denial, Failure to provide timely notice can result in complications or reduced coverage under the policy. Question 21. A North Carolina homeowners insurance policy has a $500 deductible. After a fire causes $3,000 worth of damage, how much will the homeowners insurance company pay for the damages? A. $3,000. B. $2,500. C. $500. D. $1,500. Answer B. $2,500. Explanation: the deductible amount, $500, is subtracted from the total damages, $3,000. After the deductible is applied, the homeowner's insurance company will pay $2,500 for the damages. Question 22. Which of the following types of insurance is legally required for all drivers in North Carolina? A. Collision insurance. B. Uninsured motorist insurance. C. Comprehensive insurance. D. Liability insurance. Answer: D. Liability insurance. Explanation: in North Carolina, all drivers are required by law to have liability insurance. Liability insurance covers damages to other drivers' property and medical expenses in the event of an accident caused by the policyholder. Collision and comprehensive coverage are optional. Question 23. A North Carolina business has a commercial general liability policy. If a customer slips and falls inside the store and files the lawsuit, which of the following would typically be covered under the policy? A. The medical expenses of the injured customer. B. The business's lost profits during the lawsuit process. C. The business's attorney fees in the lawsuit. D. The cost to repair the store's structure after the incident. Answer A. The medical expenses of the injured customer. Explanation: commercial general liability policies typically cover bodily injury and property damage caused to others on the business's premises. In the case of a slip and fall accident, the policy would cover the medical expenses of the injured customer, but not the business's lost profits, attorney fees, or repair costs, which would likely be covered by other types of insurance. Question 24. In North Carolina, a homeowner's insurance policy is cancelled for non-payment of premiums. How long must the insurer wait before they can cancel the policy? A. 30 days. B. 45 days. C. 60 days. D. 90 days. Answer A. 30 days. Explanation: in North Carolina, the insurer is required to provide a 10-day notice of cancellation for non-payment of premiums if the policy has been in force for more than 60 days. If the policy has been in force for 60 days or less, a 30-day notice is required. Question 25. Which of the following is the primary purpose of umbrella insurance coverage in North Carolina? A. To cover damages to the policyholder's property. B. To extend coverage beyond the limits of existing policies for higher liability protection. C. To provide legal defense costs for any lawsuits. D. To cover the policyholder's auto insurance deductible. Answer B. To extend coverage beyond the limits of existing policies for higher liability protection. Explanation: umbrella insurance is designed to provide additional liability protection beyond the limits of other insurance policies, such as homeowners, auto, or boat insurance. It helps protect the policyholder from large claims or lawsuits that exceed the limits of their primary insurance coverage. Question 26. In North Carolina, if a homeowner suffers damage from a covered peril, such as a fire, what is the homeowner typically required to do before filing an insurance claim? A. Immediately rebuild the damaged property. B. Notify the insurance company and take steps to prevent further damage. C. Wait until the insurance adjuster arrives before taking any action. D. Hire a contractor before informing the insurance company. Answer B. Notify the insurance company and take steps to prevent further damage. Explanation: after a covered peril such as a fire, the homeowner must notify their insurance company promptly and take reasonable steps to prevent further damage, such as covering windows or shutting off water. Failure to take these steps could result in the insurer denying the claim or reducing the payout. Question 27. What is a typical exclusion under a standard North Carolina homeowners insurance policy? A. Theft by a guest in the home. B. Damage from a tornado. C. Damage from flooding. D. Fire damage from a lightning strike. Answer C. Damage from flooding. Explanation: standard homeowners insurance policies in North Carolina exclude flood damage. Flood insurance must typically be purchased separately through the National Flood Insurance Program (NFIP) or a private insurer. Question 28. Which of the following is required for a North Carolina insurance policyholder to qualify for a discount on their homeowners insurance premiums? A. Owning a pet. B. Installing a home security system. C. Purchasing multiple types of insurance from the same company. D. None of the above. Answer: B. Installing a home security system. Explanation: many insurers offer discounts to homeowners who install security systems in their homes as they reduce the risk of theft or damage. Discounts can also be available for bundling multiple policies with the same insurer, but owning a pet does not typically affect premiums. Question 29. In North Carolina, which of the following types of insurance coverage would a landlord typically purchase to protect against property damage caused by tenants? A. Landlord's insurance. B. Renter's insurance. C. Tenant liability insurance. D. Property damage rider. Answer: A. Landlord's insurance. Explanation: landlords typically purchase landlord's insurance, which provides coverage for damage to the property, liability for injuries on the premises, and loss of rental income due to covered events. Renter's insurance, B, is purchased by tenants to cover their personal belongings, and tenant liability insurance, C, is a separate type of coverage that may be required by the landlord. Question 30. A North Carolina driver has a car insurance policy with $100,000 in liability coverage for bodily injury per accident. If the driver causes an accident that results in $150,000 in medical expenses for another person, how much will the insurance company pay? A. $100,000. B. $150,000. C. $50,000. D. $200,000. Answer: A. $100,000. Explanation: the liability coverage limit for bodily injury per accident is $100,000. In this case, the insurance company will pay up to that amount, leaving the driver responsible for the remaining $50,000. Liability insurance covers damages up to the specified limit in the policy, and the driver is responsible for any excess.